Greetings everyone and welcome back to the Inner Sanctum on the Noctilucant channel. This is YouTube's one and only dark ambient vlog. Here on the Noctilucant channel you can find reviews of dark ambient and drone and related artists, as well as information, updates, and all kinds of great stuff related to this wonderful genre of music. On the surface, especially to newcomers to the dark ambient genre, dark ambient music might seem like a really simple affair. Newcomers to this genre probably believe that labels like cryo chamber or cyclic law are the beginning and the end, but that's just not true. Dark ambient has been going for several decades now, and during all of its years of activity, there's always been great labels, both big and small, supporting this wonderful form of music. One such label is the Noctivagant collective from New Mexico, USA. Noctivagant has been around for nearly 10 years now, having released a slew of amazing ritualistic and dark ambient drone and cinematic albums, but through all these years they've sort of become the underdogs in the dark ambient genre, in spite of the fact that they have had just an amazing amount of excellent releases on this label. And of course, I mean no disrespect to cryo chamber or cyclic law when I say these words, but there's a lot more to explore in the dark ambient genre. An artist on the Noctivagant collective that, to me, deserves a lot more attention is Hiemis and their album Hyperborea. Hiemis has only been around for a couple years, and it is the project of Juan Carlos Toledo from Spain. In the past few years, Juan has released quite a few cool albums, all with different themes and different sounds, but all within sort of the dark ambient drone and cinematic style. Hyperborea centers itself around the fabled Greek myth of the far northern continent known as Hyperborea. The Hyperboreans were a blessed, long-lived, war-free, disease-free, and sort of perfect human beings of fabled Greek legend. So on Hyperborea, Hiemis presents a polar ambient sort of dark ambient drone record, and this is quite a fantastic one here, folks. The album opens up with a song called Yukilth, which is a highly atmospheric and sort of noisy and experimental dark ambient drone song, which just really instantaneously just transports your mind to this really like forbidden land and this place of lore and just really obscure kind of continent, and you can really just, right from the get-go in this album, you can really just sort of visualize this like the superior race, these blessed people that once inhabited Hyperborea. The second song, Herbal Sathla, is equally impressive with its dark, droning, and just really immersive and deep sound. It also has these really lovely female backing vocals throughout the whole song, which just really takes it in a much more like sort of soundtrackish and cinematic direction. Man, I absolutely love it. As this album progresses, you are undoubtedly going to hear more dark ambient drone and cinematic soundtrackish style vibes, and call me crazy, but I definitely pick up on a very distinct cold meat industry vibe throughout this record. I especially hear notes of like raison d'etre and desideri marginis on Hyperborea. This is no, plagiarism here. It's just clear influence and taking that influence to the next level, intermingling that sort of ethereal and I guess like cathedral-ish dark ambient drone style with a polar ambient style. And quite honestly, this is pretty unique, and for what it's worth, it's absolutely awesome. So the album was released on Noctivagant Collective, and as you may or may not know, almost all of their albums are released in these sort of sort of like paper packaging and plastic sleeves. So let's check out the front cover, shall we? The front cover, we have the Hyperborea parts of the continent here. Obviously right from the get-go, you're going to experience something very, dark and cold and polarish in character. I mean, it's really, really cool stuff. And on the back cover, we have the track listing, and as you can probably see, the song titles are a bit weird. I'm not 100% sure of their origins or what they mean. Perhaps these are places in Hyperborea or characters or, so on and so forth. But, obviously very cool and, well, at least for me, a bit hard to pronounce. Then on the inside, we have actually a map of Hyperborea, which you can see here, which is super cool. Again, you know, Hyperborea is a place of legend and myth, and I don't know if there's any factual proof of its existence, but still very interesting and, you know, definitely, you know, super cool to, you know, center a dark ambient album around that. You know, it definitely breaks that typical formula of, you know, doing something, or, you know, like ritualistic, or, you know, doing something centered around like post-apocalyptic stuff. It's pretty unique. I feel like there's other artists and perhaps the dark ambient scene, or even like the black metal scene, that have had albums, you know, centered on Hyperborea. I know I've heard the word before, so it's definitely worth you know, investigating further. And the CD, it comes in a black paper sleeve, and on the CDR we once again have a map of Hyperborea. Yeah. So this is just a fantastic album, well worth checking out. I mean, again, if you are into artists like Raison Detra and Desideri Marginis, you know, taking that sound and intermingling with a polar, dark ambient drone sound, then my God, you're absolutely gonna love Hyperborea. This is a fantastic record, and just you know, a huge accomplishment from Juan Carlos Toledo. Just a fantastic album and absolutely worth your time. Thank you as always for joining me on Inner Sanctum. I'll see you soon with more reviews and other awesome dark ambient stuff. Remember to check out Hiemis and their awesome album Hyperborea. This is great stuff. And remember, like, share, comment, and subscribe if you like what you see in this channel. Alright, I'll see you next time. Alright, bye.